Hi, my name is Dave Riseling, and this is my tribute speech. I'm here to honor the life of James Riseling, who is my father, or was my father. He passed away about 10 years ago due to lung cancer. I never did get to give a tribute speech to him at his funeral, so I am hoping to do it here. I am glad that I can honor him in this speech because he was a good father and was always there for everyone. And finally, he was a decent person in life. So my father grew up in a small town in Kansas, Wichita, Kansas. He had two other brothers. They moved to Southern California in the late 50s, and he began to work in maintenance there. He ended up going to Vietnam, came back, and started working for Disneyland as security. A couple years later, he ended up becoming head of security, and that's where he met my mom. And that's where I was born, of course. My father was a great person. He had several hobbies. He loved to paint. He was a great artist. Some beautiful paintings, canvas paintings. I guess it's acrylic painting is what it was that he did in his spare time. He was also a great fix-it guy. He fixed everything. He was a generous person. Loved to help people out. Was selfless. Always helped everybody. You'd call him up at 2 o'clock in the morning and say, "I need help," and he'd be out of bed and right there. He was just caring, giving his shirt off his back. He would do anything to help somebody out. He took care of my grandparents when they were in their older age. Um, Amazing job he did there. That was a tough job because after he passed away, I ended up taking care of him. And I'll tell you what, that was the hardest job I ever had in my life. He always put other people's needs in front of his. He would, if you needed anything, he would be there to help you. There was one time where I was in my early 20s and screwing up pretty bad. He pulled me aside and said, "Dave, if you want to make it in life, you need to do this." And with his past and experiences, he was an alcoholic for most of my younger years, and he became sober right about when I was 18. And he was sober all the way up until he passed away. So he had some dark times in his life, of course. So he would pull me aside and tell me some of the things that what happened to him. Kind of turned my head around. Uh, I wish he was still here. You know, he was a great person, and I always wish that he could see me now, especially being back in school. That was one of his big hopes and dreams for me was for him to see me graduate. And I wish I would have been a little smarter and did that when he was still alive. But we spent a lot of great times together, and I will never forget that. So this is kind of helping me put some things back. So, anyways, like I said, James Riseling was a great man. Died a little too early, but that's kind of life nowadays. So this is my tribute speech to him. I'll miss you, Dad. Love you. Thanks.